Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for the zoning citation hearings for Wednesday, December 17th, 2021. We have 5 items on the agenda, and looking around, there's no one here, but there's a few that I know that will not be here.
I got December 15th,
Is that what I said?
17th.
Oh, it is the 15th, and that's why I have good people surrounding me, so these mistakes happen. They get corrected quickly. So without further ado, I guess we can start with the first item, 43 Creeping Hemlock Drive.
All right, so let me just announce for the record, I'm Attorney Gary Oberst. I'm the hearing officer. To my right, representing the city of Norwalk, is John Hayducky, the deputy zoning inspector. We will take these cases. Procedure is the city will present its findings. The defendant will have an opportunity to be heard, and I'll hear any interested party. If they don't appear, they won't be heard. And then I will reach a resolution for today. We'll go take it from the top.
Why not? The first one is 43 Creeping Hemlock. And let me dig out everybody's favorite share screen. Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on here. There we go. Oh, it's not that one. Share screen. Oh, it's on that. Here we go. Okay.
Just for the record, you can also attend via Zoom or telephone.
This is true. At the moment, we have nobody in the peanut gallery, so we can.
Nobody attending at all.
Nobody attending at all. Man, we gotta do something better around here. We gotta think of something. Anyway,
Yeah, we can make this a lot more fun.
yeah, we could. I don't know how. Maybe we get some strobe lights or something.
Find everybody to fall.
Full amount. Yeah, that would get people's attention. All right.
Okay.
So first one, 43 Creeping Hemlock. That's the notes there. Basically, last time we were was last month. And it was very simple. The property owner came in and was in the process of retaining counsel for the matter at hand. Long story short, this is a refresher. This is an illegal basement apartment that the health department forwarded to us, and the owner is trying to get the tenant out of there through eviction means. And so this is a pretty simple presentation for this one. Attorney Larullo is who is representing the property owner. And basically they are saying that the case has been filed with the state superior court, and they just gotta go through that, and the tenant's refusing to leave. Really got it. The only one way to do it, and that's through eviction. And I know Attorney Latarula, I've worked with her in the past. She's pretty true to her word. So if they're gonna get them out, they're gonna get them out. And then that's just the tip of the iceberg, just for so everybody's aware. I'll put it on record. Not only does the person have to be evicted, the unit has to be removed. Kitchen, say the kitchenette, bathroom, everything has to be removed in addition to, so they have to get permits to do so.
Okay, the case has been filed. You confirmed that?
Yes, I have. Sorry, I did not print that out.
That's okay, it's been filed.
Yeah, it's been filed.
So there's nothing else they can do.
Yeah, so I did have a quick.
So I'm assuming that the tenant is paying rent if he's,
That's an,
because of the lease, she's mentioning the lease term.
let's see, taking action. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing it's being, they are collecting, but I think if you're much more familiar with these than I am, I think, is that can't the tenant or somebody, can't they claim that back? Like they shouldn't have been paying it and they'll get it back?
The point is, you can't, if they're paying rent, you can't evict them for lack of paying rent.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what they're evicting them on. They said the case has been filed. See what I mean?
Right. Well, I believe, now I didn't get to this comment, as I didn't bring this up, that it's because the apartment just simply can't be there. So they have to, that's the process for eviction. Now, the terms of the lease, maybe that's not part of the lease, that's not mentioned in there.
She's mentioned, that's what I'm wondering.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it's,
I don't know what the case, all right, let's do this. Let's give them a continuance because as far as I can tell, they're doing what they can.
Right.
Can you get printout for next time this
I will
case?
do that.
So just to make sure I understand.
What exactly they're doing with that.
Yeah,
Print out.
and she says there's an eviction moratorium. I don't know what that is either.
I thought the state's,
Maybe, I just don't, that's not an area that I know anything about.
well, I thought they were, I thought that was done. Anyway, I'll find out. These are all things I can,
Check on everything she said, just so we have done our due diligence.
right.
In the meantime, did she ask for how much time she wants?
No, she didn't give us, actually, she did not, that she didn't do. Even my conversation with her, she didn't,
So why don't we back it up a month, she
Yeah.
can tell us what's going on by then. And then we'll see.
yeah, we do have a meeting, I believe, scheduled for I believe, the 26th. I could be incorrect, but I believe we have the 26th. And we also have the 5th,
The 26th of what?
January.
Oh, that's another year, January 26th. Well, that's plenty of time.
I think they can do that.
Okay, so this is on, let me just get that on in my calendar.
All right.
Okay, so, all right, we'll continue it to January 26th.
And I will definitely, the first thing in the morning, I'll give Attorney Larulo a call. We'll, I get to print out print out everything and get as much information out of it as possible. I was just borderline happy that he did retain counsel, so that was, that was the main goal.
Violation continues. Okay. Infection. No, fine. This time. Maximum. $5,700. Continued. 1/26.
26. Yeah.
26/22. Need notes.
That's,
She wants to do the same kind of thing.
He did seem interested to come on at some point. It was just,
No, that's fine. I'll look at the person.
yeah, we'll see what the, yeah, no, we can't, nobody ever comes, we can't possibly take it personal. That, that, and there's that. 29th, 15th. All right. I'll take a quick look outside if we want. I mean, the door is open. I mean, we probably should prop it open, to be honest with you. But I'll take a look outside to see if anybody's out there. If not, we can choose where we'd like to go next. And I will pause this real quick. I turn it down a little bit. All right, so we're gonna move on to 5 Hillside, which is item number 3 on the agenda. And get the share screen again here. There we go. All right, so last time we were here was on November 17th, and the conditions were a $500, I'm sorry,
Let's get an overview of the case.
this is the last time, how we did the last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
how we did that first.
Oh, all right.
I just said what we did last time. This
Oh,
one.
okay, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about that. You can tell me to go do whatever you want. That's what I'm here
I
for.
just totally skipped that. Okay.
Basically it was a $500 fine that was previously assessed remains. No further fine at this time. And basically, the only condition was that they had to have submitted DPW permit, public works permit by today. And I checked with DPW today, they are active. So the problem lies in the reason why there's not much of a presentation is, well, now they actually have to construct the driveway. So the issue is, unless they want to do gravel, asphalt plants are closed for the winter.
You have a picture or something?
Oh,
I'm trying to remember who these.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Let me stop the share screen here. Bear with me real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do this. And let me do, actually, you know what? I can do my famous. Anybody want to see these photos? The file is at City Hall, room 129. Come and talk to me.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right, now I got it.
That's it. That's the best picture. That's what I keep on top.
That's fine. All right. Now I remember.
All right. So basically, we have to kind of wait out public works now, and the problem is they're gonna have a bit of a wait themselves with the fact, like you said, unless they do gravel, that's the one thing I cannot confirm what surface they're gonna make it out of. Obviously gravel, you can do that anytime. But asphalt, when the plants close, they're done. So that's why for this, we're looking to keep the fine there, or if you want to increase it a little bit, you can do that as well.
Well, they're doing everything they should be doing,
Yeah, they're where they should be.
so there's nothing to punish them for.
And
Or to urge them on for, whatever the reason is.
my quick step, my thought would be, let's maybe reconvene with this one a little farther out than next month, just to see where they're at. Progress wise, if they are doing gravel, they'll be done pretty quick.
Okay.
We can get, so we got the dates
Waiting for Public Works.
here. Public Works is, I guess they have the permit, so they just gotta go through their process. I don't know how you want to phrase that.
Going through process.
There we go.
Process. $500 fine. Previously assessed. Further. Continued.
Let's see what we have. So let's take a look at. Well, we only have four Wednesdays in February.
Uh-huh.
And in February, I am actually not here on the 9th.
Okay.
So down to 3. We can do the 2nd, but that's kind of like January anyway. So
I thought we were third. Okay.
we can do that. We do it. Do the
February
16th,
16th.
February.
February 16th. I have a doctor's appointment.
That's fine. That's fine. Then we move to 23rd. I'm a simple man.
Okay, that's it. So, like that, it's on now the 23rd. 16th, and just take that off. Okay, so continue to 23, 22. That's fine.
Big one.
$47,250.
Thank you. Quick pause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to item number 5. We know this particular property owner is not going to be here today, so we will move on to this one to keep moving along. And this is 11 Woodlawn. And let's get this back up. And we will get rid of this. And there we go. So the last time this was here was on September 22nd, 2021, 2 months ago. And this was originally continued to November 17th, after we assessed a fine of $18,000. However, this particular property has been a pain getting notice out to because it's owned by 3 banks. It's in foreclosure. So couldn't get proper notice for that hearing, so we gave it a sporting try for this one. And lo and behold, we got one. As a quick refresher, we already assessed $18,000 on this. And we have sent that request for judgment to our law department, our attorneys, to file with the State Superior Court. And I have been told that it was sent, the request was sent to Superior Court on November 3rd. So it is still in the queue down there. That's the phrasing I got. And basically, so that I can show that for a little housekeeping while they're on today, did send a second attempt at proper notice. And lo and behold, we got a green card. I will still go to my grave that this is probably just some poor mail clerk, but they should teach their employees better. And last but an interesting nugget here. Got this on December 13th on Monday from one of the banks that's the owner of this. And they basically said that this is not anywhere in their system. Why does that not surprise me from a mortgage company? But if nothing else, this just confirms that they got my notes.
Yep.
So still in violation. And also the blight office is also in on this as well. Their attorney Kimball is going to be taking this one next month.
Okay.
So now what we originally were contemplating was perhaps upping the fine, but Attorney Sapienza kind of is, lack of better terms, advised against that because it's in the stream. So what we would have to do is resubmit to the we'd have to resubmit to the Superior Court. So basically, I am going to request that this be continued, 60 days, just to make sure it gets through.
So then if the fine gets through, but they're still in violation, we can then put another. fine.
Right.
If we put a fine in now, we're gonna stop the progress.
Well, it's not stop the progress, it's just that we'd have to submit another one of these. Here, we have to take this out.
Which
and
would-
resubmit.
Which would back it up.
Right, exactly.
All right.
So I'm saying 60 days, hoping that's enough time. I could be dead wrong, it may not be enough, but
Well, I don't seem to know where the property is.
well, they know. The mortgage company.
Well, if that's what I'm saying, they don't have, they're holding a mortgage on a property they know nothing about.
Which is, you would think that'd be a shock, but I've
I
seen
don't
that.
think I want to use them as a mortgage
No,
company.
I wouldn't. Something tells me I don't think they were the original choice.
No, so somewhere that got in a pile. They're not foreclosing because they don't even know they have it.
Right.
Sooner or later, something's gonna happen somewhere along the line, depending on how much equity is in there.
And also, I mean, really, you go by the property, it's derelict. Like there's nobody living there. I mean, there may be people, there's people using the property in the neighborhood, but nobody's regular habitation there. So
Where is 11 Woodlawn?
I can bring that up. We'll stop share real quick. Let's do this. Get Google real quick. Apps. Let me get the share screen here. Oh. Oh. Come on. Well, he's got me there, not exactly where I want to be, but. So this is Flax Hills right here.
Mhm.
95.
Yeah.
Rampart, this is Martin Luther King here.
Mhm.
That's really the best. You got the community farm, Fordham Farm over here.
Mhm.
And it's what one right here, at the corner of Spicewood. We have a quick street view here. And now, this is from 2014, so it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, so this is when it was still occupied. I'll do my famous speech. Anyone wants to see these? They are in the, they can come see me in the planning and zoning office. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can get another photos here.
Used vehicles here all along too?
Yeah. And go all the way back, when we first
So
got
what are
this.
the blight people, what is Kimmel gonna do when he decides it's?
Well, the thing is with him, his liens that he puts on are super liens. So they will go above everything. Mortgage payments, taxes, anything, they go above everything. So what he's gonna end up doing is, he has to do the same thing here that we're doing,
Right.
but his, once it gets signed, goes to the top. Ours unfortunately goes to the bottom. So, but that's what he'll end up doing. He'll, I don't know, sometime in January, they're having their next meeting. And the
Doesn't
neighbors,
get it cleared up.
no, it doesn't, unfortunately. This is one of those, and let me see if I printed it out real quick. So I can show you, here we go.
Can't they block off the property or something?
That's an extremely good question. But here's so the neighbor that filed the original complaint, and this was in a presentation a few months ago, but just so you see. Emailed us, the mayor, Blight, Senator Duff, pissing anybody that would listen. And I kindly explained to her in that email that, you know, the problem lies in, we can't go on there and just take the cars and take everything off. You know, so until the bank actually does something, and actually Senator Duff was satisfied with my response, so I want to get that validated a little bit. But, you know, it's like, there's not, I'll be honest with you, there's not much we can do.
Well, what if it were a life threat?
Then the health department and the building department can go in and and the fire marshal if needed, they can take people out, they can demolish it if it has to be demolished. Well, I'll be honest, even going there, even though it doesn't look nearly, I mean, that's when it was habited, you know, there was inhabitants there. It still doesn't look that bad. I mean, you can tell it hasn't been lived in a while, but
Is
it
it a,
really isn't that
is it a
bad.
blight problem or not?
Oh, definitely, oh, I would absolutely say so.
So what authority do the blight people have?
Oh, they would go after almost the same thing we are,
Just money, they can't fix the problem. They can't get.
well,
In other words, the neighbor is seeing it's
Well,
getting worse and worse for 3 years and nobody's doing anything about it.
the neighbor lives up here. That's the one that's complaining on Spicewood.
Yeah, I'm just saying, or anybody,
Well, the whole neighborhood probably doesn't like it.
who likes it?
Right.
You live in Norwalk, you don't like it.
I honestly do not, and I can find out from Attorney Kimball and Steve and the blight officer, besides money, what would they do? From my limited interaction with what they do for, like, unless it's like a hoarding situation, like life threatening. They do the same thing we do, you know, difference is, like, when they go pay their taxes next year, it won't go to the,
I got all that, I understand.
Yeah.
Here's the rest of my problem. The owners don't know about it. Finding somebody who doesn't know they're being fined isn't going to fix it.
well, that's, well, what they'll also do, and here's something I'll throw out there, what they also do with blight, they do, by state statute, they have to do a full title search.
Okay,
So maybe, just maybe, that bank doesn't own it anymore. Sometime between when we started this in August and
as far as we know,
today,
the owner hasn't gotten notice, as far as we know. if somebody got a piece of paper,
Somebody got the letter from us at
some
this
mortgage
that
company
address.
who may or
Yes.
may not own the property. And we're fighting and screaming and
Well,
they
they
has a
have,
title search get done.
I forgot who they hired to do it. I think it's Attorney Witherspoon, like Witherspoon.
There's a title search. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if it's on the way. I have no idea.
Let's find out.
I can find out. I will find out.
Which-
That is part of the, before it goes to Attorney Kimmel, before it goes to Gene, they have to do a title search and they present that title search to Attorney Kimmel.
Fine, can we get a copy of that?
I can do that.
And we can be telling them as well.
Copy of title search.
So I'm thinking we don't do anything for the moment. If we find out who the owners are, really, next time, and nothing's been done, we can hit them with whatever is left to hit them with,
Right,
and maybe that gets them woken up.
right.
And I think it's an important part is to get this thing resolved, not just to.
All right, keep it going. No, I'm with it. There's no real, you know. There is no, even if this was the right property, like the right owners, if they just choose not to do anything, the only place that we do have a shot, we have to get Attorney Sapienza upstairs to bring it to court as an injunction. And they would have to get a hold of the mortgage company, their attorneys, their counsel, and go to court.
Right, well, I think if their attorneys knew about it, they'd do something. I just think nobody knows. That's
I
why.
could, all right, I'm not,
Nobody's gonna let all these fines build up. Their attorneys are not protecting them. If they knew about it, they'd be protecting them.
this is true.
So that's my feeling of this whole thing.
So we don't really, I mean, we have a decision, but it's not really anything.
Operation continues. $18,000 fine being pursued. Hold off further action at the moment. Try to confirm ownership. Continue to
Let's do that February hearing, because let's see what happens with their title search, which was the 23rd.
2/23/22.
Hang on.
Yes,
Yeah, 23rd, that's right. Yep.
we knows.
That'll give us, at least if nothing else, even if they don't hear the matter in January for some reason, the title search will be done by that point, and I can get the information.
Are you in contact with this neighbor who's complaining?
Oh, yeah,
All right, so let him know we're doing our best.
yeah. Oh, I'll send her, I actually sent her even the request for judgment and.
Give
that's
him
yours.
my-
That's yours. So, I mean, she once I think Senator Duff jumped in and said, oh, thank you guys, appreciate it, understood. She kind of, tempered a little bit.
Okay,
Okay, so. We do numerical order, I'll just get up real quick and double check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on to item number 2, 3 Apple Tree. This individual did not confirm nor deny their attendance today, so it is 3:45. They're the second one on the list, so if they were going to show up and they timed it out at all, in theory, they should have made it right now.
proceed with that one.
All right. So let's do everybody's favorite share screen. There we go. And. Oh, yeah. All right. Good night. Stop share screen. Oh, boy. Hang on, everybody. So I didn't pull that one up. So let me just get it out here real quick. Go. Okay, now we're cooking. Share screen. All right. 3 Apple Tree. Last time we were here was October 20th, 2021. And at that time, the decision was to continue to today to obtain their amended zoning approval. Basically, what this was, a homeowner got a permit to do some renovations to their home and went well beyond the scope of permits. They put in a full basement apartment, single family residence, single family zone. And then as they were doing the construction without a CO and with the first floor being substantially renovated, the property owners started living in an RV and they did some illegal hookups to water and sanitation. And then on top of the cherry on all this, the basement was finished illegally as an apartment, and that's where they were having their kids live. When a house without CO with renovations going on above. So we got on it, the building department got them, health department. So the good
picture by any chance?
yeah, there's a lot of pictures. Let me
Give me 1 second, remember what we're looking at.
you know, I'll bring it up for everybody's enjoyment. So let's do this real quick. We'll go to the October 22nd. Let's do. Was it that one or was it? What was the last time we were here? Oh, that's odd. Don't have that one. Even wow, this one's an odd one. Well, here's my usual speech, everybody. We'll everybody watch through these photos. They're available in the planning and zoning office. Here we go. Here we go. So on the outside, this was actually after it was partially cured. Where's that? I'll give you the health department pic. Here we go. Feel free to that's from the health department. They got probably the best pictures of this.
Let's see what you're talking, it doesn't look familiar to me. Ooh, it's nice.
Oh, it's real nice. It's totally illegal.
Outside of that,
Yeah.
it's too big.
The problem is that the upstairs was totally gutted. So that was definitely a space, you know, illegal apartment or not. Yeah, the building should have been habitated.
I remember seeing, all right, doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, like, there's a little good news here is that they did come in and I didn't bring the whole set of plans out here because I figured that's the last thing we all need. But I did bring the amendment and basically updated the approval that they originally got, that they went beyond the scope of. And basically, we verified the basement layout, there's no apartment. We did, they added a new front porch, they converted a rear porch. So a laundry list of things that weren't mentioned in the original approval, which I have the original approval here if you want to compare. It's the key thing is looking at the plans. The plans were totally different than what was being done. So, but they did get the amendment, is currently with the building department. So they're gonna be with them for quite some time with this. And I mean, quite some time, probably wouldn't be surprised if it's a few weeks. Just because of the scope of what they're doing. So we're looking at, they did what they promised last time. They got their amendment. They got it back on December 6th, which is down here. There we go, December 6th. So, you know, we're looking for a continuance, just to let them, you know, do what they got to do. We could check back in, a few weeks just to see where they're at. I have no preference when we figure it. Oh, here it is. Over here it is. Moving things around.
Okay. Continues. Progress. Continues.
There we go. I like that. I like that. I like that.
So I'm not gonna do anything about fining them. No fine at this time. That's $16,950. Two, so the February date.
I think that February date didn't getting full. I think that's a good idea. I think we could put a condition by doing that they have to pull their trade permits or something like that. The electrical, the plumbing.
Okay, continue to 2/23/22 to allow time to pull permits.
Because they are technically done with us for the moment. They're with the building department getting all their other things.
Read notice. Okay, simple enough. Everybody sure.
They got a very good architect involved now, so he's
This,
yeah, look at that.
this.
Yep.
Okay, I only have one left. It's early.
Yeah, look at that. Well, they need to get out early there, so we try to accommodate.
We haven't met in a long time. That's all we got.
He's no line.
No, what?
People are actually listening to my notices.
Wow.
They're not getting here. That's and that's the idea. I explained that to, let me. Wait. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our last one, which would be 67. That is item number 4 on your scorecards. And let's get the old share screen up. Let's see here. Where is it? Here we go. 16-7. Beautiful. So last time we were here was November 17th, a month ago. And at that time, there was there was no fine, no contingent fine, I believe that says.
Yeah.
$1,000 based on progress. Violation continues. And they need to have zoning approval by today. And I can tell you, they do not, and I'll prove it right here. Let me bring this up. And we'll do, you don't get to see my database too often here. So overall, you get to see part of what I do here. A little bit of something here. So this is what I look at all the time. Slowly but surely, this is 16-7. There we go. And slowly but surely, this will come up. There we go. And items. And let's go down to permits. So I know here it's a little difficult to see, but I will let you know. The last permits pulled here were in 2020 for an addition. That's what this item right here is. There's been nothing submitted in 2021. So, and I'll show you again, I'll do a quick photo here, so you can. Back up.
Oh, yeah.
So the idea was, he was gonna come in, he could get a parking space on the side there
Right.
legally, he had to take down his chimney.
Right.
And he said, I believe it was on the record as well, that that chimney goes to a fireplace that doesn't work, and I think he even said it's like behind the wall,
Right.
so he could take that down. All he had to do was take that down and extend that little Belgian block parking.
Right.
Down, and then he'd have to get rid of the driveway here, because our facility parking front setback rules. Once he did those three things, he didn't even need to do that. Because it's just a demo permit, he doesn't even need a permit through us. Because it's a demolition of a chimney.
Right.
So he really doesn't even need our permit through us, to be honest, but we don't even have that.
So what did he do since last time?
To my record, nothing.
Okay.
So, I don't think, I'm never a fan of, crippling somebody, but I think increasing the fine is a good idea here.
It was an engineer involved.
Yep, he was here, he was sitting right here, yep.
No progress. Okay, give me the thing.
Okay.
Okay. Contingent fine. $1,000. New contingent. $2,000. Just keep doubling till
There you go.
till I hit the limit.
There we go. I like that idea. Consistency, even.
Progress. Okay. Continue. 2.
Let's see. Well, that February 23rd hearing's getting a little jam there. I'll see where he is in a month. To the 20, I believe we have something 26th we have on January.
January 26th. 126, 22. Oh, that's in my calendar. That's in there, okay. Read notice.
No problem. That is not a problem.
Read notice. That's 2 data. 18,150. So it'll take us a while. It'll take long.
No, it wouldn't they? We just keep up and then,
We go with the 4 to 8 to 16.
yeah.
Couple
Even though we'll
months,
go-
couple
yeah.
months, we're gonna use it up.
Which is up, exactly, yeah. Oh, I think that might get, to be honest, that might get.
Okay, so. Yeah.
That's
this-
there, and then over
this-
there.
this-
Thank you. And I believe that is all of them.
Good all,
We got them
okay.
all. So ladies and gentlemen, we will reconvene here on January 5th is our next set of hearings. We have a handful of items already on there. Hopefully, I'll be able to put some more on there through the natural process.
Okay.
And until then, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody.
Well, next week, we got a hockey